Hello, everyone. I'm Marty Janeski, and along with my good friend Ken Montroy, we're your host of the local sports wrap-up here on Wyandotte Cable Channel 15. Today is January 27th, and Ken, I know I was ill. We haven't filmed in a while. I got the bug, and the bug won. But
It's better than fighting the law.
yeah, that's right. So how was your week, sir? How you been?
Pretty good, pretty good. Actually, I had the pleasure of doing color commentary for the girls basketball varsity, and I did it with our cameraman Joel, who was very helpful to me, and he led me into things because I used to be a coach. And that girls team, let me tell you, is very, very tough. I just had to tell you that because I don't get out too much anymore, and it was very pleasurable.
Well, I watched the one game on cable, and I haven't seen this one yet, though it does follow our show. I'm going to try to catch it. But when I commented that the girls seemed eager, I didn't want to use sloppy or any of that. But when the game against whoever, Woodhaven maybe, I thought they were quick, and you discussed something about not being fast. Being quick but not being in a hurry was your statement.
Be quick, not in a hurry.
So this game was better, obviously?
Yes, I think they're starting to understand the coaches, what he wants out of them. He wants them to focus. What basketball players have a tendency to do is they have a tendency to follow the ball. So you get caught up and you want to get the ball, and you'll be running all over the court, and you realize you're not even close to where we're playing. Well, they actually played man-to-man, but they go, where's the person I was guarding? Because the ball was so close.
Right.
And
they just cut back door and they're in.
I think that right. There's the ball. I think the coach is starting to get his understanding of what he wants out of them to play. I think it's starting to sink in. And these girls have talent. I'll tell you what, that number 52, her name is Samantha Smith. That kid's going to college on a scholarship.
Is she?
I watch her play, and it's not because she scores, it's the way she scores. Somebody can score 8 points in a game and maybe didn't get the points, but you do that they set up right, they ran the ball right, are defensive, she has good wingspan. I just think that they're coming together, and they proved it. I think that they've won like 5. Well, no, they've done very well anyway.
I have it here. I mean, in the last 2 weeks, it's been a while since we were on. They've got 4 victories. You know, they're playing well. Well, next week, where are we going to be?
Well, this one came out, and
they're going to play Southgate on 131. That's 4 days from tonight.
Right.
On the 24th, just a couple of days ago, they beat Allen Park, and Allen Park beat Woodhaven?
Woodhaven is correct, who was tied for the lead. Lincoln Park's up there.
So we determined that from our last point to this point, that they're like 6 and 7 and 4 in the league, maybe.
Maybe that.
Yeah, something like that. Because they were 5 and 4. Maybe they're 8
in the hunt.
and 4. Yeah,
they're in the hunt.
That's good.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And the boys are dominating. The last couple of weeks they've been winning, and they were 4-0 our last show, and I think now they're up to 8-0 in the league.
Beautiful.
A couple of losses.
Beautiful.
You gonna do any more games? Is the cable gonna carry a couple? They got one in the future?
Well, I haven't got enough feedback. Anybody wants to give me feedback, just send it right to
Local Sports Wrap Up.
Local Sports Wrap Up
at gmail.com.
Right, and I'll pass it on to people that with power.
Ken will say, Ken won't care what you think. Trust me.
No, Ken won't care. Not at this stage of my life. But Marty, speaking of winning, how is your team done? It's been a minute since you've been here.
We had a
come
setback.
on, don't be disappointed.
I won't be shy.
You're still tied.
We had a setback against Southgate. We tied them. So we were half a point in front of Woodhaven. You know, we lost to a 117 game. I threw 2 girls in that game. Just trying. And that cost us. That cost us because it was 15-15. We win that game at 16-14.
Correct.
And we win the match.
Correct.
So that one hurt.
It's a learning process, though.
It is.
Just like Michigan State and Izzo, he takes them from point A all the way down the road so they're ready for the tournament. And I think that that's what you do with your team.
What bothered me the most is that we were in a match with a team that really has never been competitive, but Sean has done a great job with his team, and now we're sitting on our hands having a social event while we're bowling. You know, that's how that works.
So you're saying that they're not focused
They're
and
not
it's a
yelling
motivated.
and cheering. They're not going, boom when we throw strikes. Elise or somebody throws a strike, and one person says boom because they're all not even watching.
Well,
So-
can I say something constructive? I think that's a
Coach
little
got on
bit to
him.
the coach.
Coach
that
got
the
on
coach has to keep them focused, because just like I was saying about Jerry McCooch, that he has to take a time out and get them focused, and I believe you did that after that Woodhaven match.
Because we went to the Wayne County tournament and qualified second.
Beautiful.
Elise shot 670. I had 3 550s.
Out of how many teams did you finish second?
Well, we
Qualified
qualified
second.
second.
Sorry.
14.
14. Beautiful. So out of
So
14.
we bowled the 7 seed and shot a nice block of 350 something in Bakers. Moved on to the semis against Salem, Plymouth Salem, which was their home court. We were at Super Bowl. That's
Oh,
their
nice
home-
house. Real nice
That
house.
was their home court. They come out with 241 the first Baker game.
Oh, now that kind
Ouch.
of hurts. It's going to make
Yes,
it tough.
That did make it tough. I said, girls, we can go home now.
Or nibble,
Or we
nibble,
could
nibble.
bowl the second game and see. We had 69 pins we had to make up. We shot 170. We had 69 pins we had to make up.
You need them to shoot 101.
I said our turn to shoot. No, we shot 170 when they shot 240. 172.
Oh,
We were 69
wow.
pins, so I said we could chip away at it, or we could leave now. Let's bowl. I said, give me 15 more minutes today, and we'll see what happens. And we come out with 3 out of 4 strikes, and they have an open. So right away we gained 20-some pins. Right away.
So now you chipped away.
And
so
then
far.
Elise gets up in the 5th frame and flushes one. Would have been a double, but it was a 10-pin, and then she whiffed it, unfortunately. And their girl made the 10-pin. So then we were back to up about 8 pins, which wasn't enough halfway through. So it was over. But, and then we went to the Burns tournament and qualified 4th after winning a couple matches. Actually, we lost to Woodhaven Friday night.
But you're still tied for first, am I correct?
We're a half game behind them because of the tie to Southgate.
Oh, that's right, I forgot.
But that's okay. We're going to bowl in position round if all goes well, and it's going to come down to the
you win
last
by
week.
half a game.
It comes down to the last week regardless, whether we're
Beautiful.
up again, up still or not up still. But we bowled good at the Burns tournament too. We qualified 4th, and then we lost to the 5th seed. We got out Brooklyn.
How many weeks left in your season?
We bowled till the 3rd. There's 4 weeks. Counting this one.
So you have
Today's a Monday.
4 meets left, correct?
7 meets left. 7 or
7
8.
meets?
Yeah, we got to bowl everybody once.
Okay.
And we just bowled Woodhaven. There's 9 teams in our league.
Well,
so we got,
I'm sure, just like it has in the past, you have to go through your trials and tribulations, and then as they come together as a team, which is exactly what you're preaching, it'll come together. I agree with you that you need to keep them focused. We all are in this together. We need to stay focused.
Yep, and you know what? I'll say that we just shot 933 as a team.
Good.
That's the golden.
That's
we average
beautiful.
about 790, 800. So girls are getting the hang of it,
So
without a doubt.
they have the ability to do so. Okay,
Yes,
great.
At least they're getting the hang of it.
Moving on.
So
Where
you
you
like
moving
the Wyandotte girls team? You like the Wyandotte girls team?
I love
and
that
the boys
team.
are doing well.
Boys are doing well. How about the wrestlers here? We got a wrestler on his head.
Wrestlers are solid.
Solid.
Because I read in the News Herald
If that guy can get out of that position, they are solid.
the wrestling is
That's Joe Valentine.
they might win the league. They're solid. They might win the league. I read a little article in the News Herald that they keep going to these duels and winning 2-0. So,
Well, you know what? I think they can, because this Joe Valentine gets out of this to win this match. That kid's tough. But you know, he's got to be a real sweetie around Valentine's Day, being named Joe Valentine.
that's up to the girls.
How do you know?
It's always up to the girls.
How do you know? Well, anyway. Okay, great. So they're doing good. What else we got doing good?
We have, I know Riverview had a big hockey match against Grosville.
Ah, I
We don't
love
to-
hockey.
We don't like to talk other cities, but we are local sports wrap-up, so we should maybe. But a good rivalry, Riverview, Grosville, and 3-2 overtime win, and Riverview locked up the Huron League with that victory, which to me seems a little early, but that's what the article said. The article said that they locked up the league, Huron League title.
Beautiful.
And I don't think we're in the, Wyandott's not in the Huron League. We're in the Downriver League.
Yeah, I read that.
Wyandott's having their problems with hockey. But, you know, it goes in phases.
Like the Wings? They haven't fired their coach yet. Why? They're going to let Gerard Gallant possibly get picked up, and him and Iserman are friends, and we need a coach. Nothing against you, Mr. Blashill.
Well, they fired Gallant in Vegas.
With a winning record and still in a playoff position, and was in the Stanley Cup, I believe, the year before the Stanley Cup Finals.
Really? They're in the hunt? Oh, I did not know that.
Yep, they were the last playoff team position, and they said thanks a lot, but no thanks. Sometimes you do wear out your welcome. I've done that several times at several jobs.
While we were talking bowling, the boys' side of the bowling, 3 teams are like tied right in the mix. There's 2 teams.
For Wyandottes?
No. Wyandottes team is not very good. They lost a lot of bodies. Would you have 4 seniors last year?
I had 6 total.
And 4 were seniors?
Yeah, I believe so.
So Mr. Purdue is, he scrambled to get just some bodies there. And there's some of them.
How do you get only 6 or 7 people out for bowling in a school that has an enrollment of 1,100?
Speaking of bowling, I don't know how you do it. I mean, he's scrambling because bowling has a stigma that it's, you know, not a sport. But, you know, there's scholarship money.
I'm sorry, is there a scholarship connected to this?
There's cheerleading scholarship, yeah.
If I had cheerleading, let me tell you, today, if I'd have known what today back then, I might have been a cheerleader. I mean, for the girls, not for the guys. But
Fair.
yeah, you get a scholarship. Why wouldn't you want a scholarship for bowling? I don't understand.
They're out there. And there's
Plus, it's
plenty
fun.
of junior colleges that have it. Oh, and you know,
You bowl the same time the girls do, don't you?
It's right next to them.
Oh,
It's
I'm
a
there.
social event. That's my biggest problem.
And does
it's
it cost?
social event. It's a social event.
Does
That's
it
my
cost me
biggest
money to
problem.
bowl? No, it's a social event.
Well, equipment. You gotta cover your equipment.
Yeah, but I always had to since I was young. So did you.
Yes. Speaking of bowling, Fab, our good friend Tom Wilson with the female athletic.
Oh, that
the
Tommy that
boosters.
we had on the show.
Yes.
Wonderful
Well,
guy.
his golf outing, he didn't get enough turnout for the
Wait a
golf
minute,
outing.
doesn't he the one who helps out the female athletes in the Downriver area?
$7,000 a year.
$7,000 a year?
Wyandotte only, not downriver.
Wow, Wyandotte
booster.
only. How good is that?
There's a
Why, what's going on?
bowling fundraiser on February 28th at Indian Lanes.
February 28th. What day is it? Is that a
Saturday night.
Great.
And
the
then
cost?
it's probably $20.
My
Gets you
bad.
2 games and pizza, $20.
Right.
And then there's baskets and there's everything else. But the big one, the early one, the first one, we have a trivia night.
I love trivia.
February 7th, Friday night at the Boat Club. And I just want to tell everyone, for $20, show up, you get food, and we're going to have a trivia night. And every single parent that has a female
Athlete or just somebody who
participating,
cares about fairness.
he's going to raise money, and he gives it all away. Okay, end of story. He gives it all away. Boys get enough of the money. Girls, I appreciate what he's doing. He's at every single volleyball match. He's at every single basketball match. You know, we got to get him to a bowling match. But yeah, I'm going to talk to all my bowling parents, and I'm going to get them to this thing because the money's there. At $20, that's a.
Tell you what, it's $40. I'll take 2. Do you have to buy tickets?
I'm sure there's a registration ahead of time just to let you know you're coming. But you pay there, register at 6, show up
So
at
just
7
show up?
on a
Okay.
Friday night. Show up at 7, eat some pizza, have a Bud Light or 2. Not that I condone that type of activity.
Well, you know what's nice about that? When they have trivia, the old folks, they know trivia. Because you don't have trivia without history.
correct,
right?
correct.
So
And
we're
you
part of history.
Form little teams of 4 and 5 people, and then raise some
How
money.
sweet it is.
It'll be great, and then we'll do the bowling. We'll do that in February 7th, and then we'll do the bowling fundraiser February 28th.
That's a beautiful thing.
I like it. So I got to let this.
Hey, Tom,
the
I
word
hope
is
it works out.
The word is out.
Word is out. Well, in case you're walking to the parking lot, and you run into some trouble, they have, Wyandotte has their martial arts and fitness club. They do a Monday and Wednesday, 6:15 to 7:15, and it's done at 524 Oak Street. And personally, I think anytime, I came from a boxing family, and I think anytime that you can make yourself aware and be able to react to it in our society of today is beneficial. The phone number there is 734-282-1003 or 734-771-6365. But anytime that you can better yourself to stay in shape, because it is martial arts, and anytime that you could be aware, I used to work down at the jail, so anytime you could be aware of your surroundings, and be able to react, it's a benefit.
Don't walk to your car staring at your phone.
Oh, and never be bent over in your car doing things. Throw it in the car. If it's late at night, I never have the wife go to gas stations or anything. It's all done during the day.
Interesting.
But anyway.
That's an interesting little tip.
Anyway,
Because if you're bent over in the car doing something, you might get pushed in.
the statistics of people that get smacked or robbed, bending over in their car, getting in their purse or something, is phenomenal. And I seriously mean that. You don't do that. You already have that in your head. But
so
anyway,
we have two bowling fundraisers, and the football club is going to have a wild game luncheon March 4th.
Football club, who's that benefit? Our football club, the high school?
Absolutely.
Yeah, where's that at?
Absolutely. Crystal Gardens.
Nice place.
It's a
wild
nooner.
game?
It's a nooner on Saturday, March 4th.
Well, now that you brought that up.
Little day drinking. Just
Not
a little.
that we condone that.
Just a little. No, we don't condone that at all.
Now that you mention that, what type of wild game have you ever had in your life? I'm just asking. I'm not talking about the girls from high school, okay?
Venison, chili, venison. You always
Yeah,
have
but
to.
chili
you always have
venison-
to mix venison.
I was
with
going to say,
stuff.
chili venison people aren't on that.
It doesn't. It
That's
doesn't taste
easy.
good by itself, does it?
Well, some people do. They say the back straps on a deer are like the best. I've tasted all parts of the deer, not every part, but all parts of the deer, and I don't get it. It just ain't me.
No, it's a unique taste. I
But
mean,
you
when
got
it's mixed
pheasant?
in chili, it's easy.
You got pheasant.
I've
a buddy
had,
of mine
I've
ate
had
pheasant
duck.
pie.
I've had duck.
Duck. I like duck.
Accidentally
It's
in-
oily. But it's
Accidentally in Chinatown. But it was all right.
yeah. Well, you gotta know what you're ordering off that menu.
Yeah, let's look like chicken. It's a little rubbery, but it looked like
Get a
chicken.
little more ketchup over here.
Yes.
You can eat anything with ketchup. But anyway, so wild game. There's several friends of mine. Muskrat. My father used to eat muskrat.
Johnny
There is
K.
not a-
He cooked that.
There is
He
not
was-
a chance on this earth, unless I'm starving to death, am I going to eat some rat that's called musk. I've had musk, cologne. I was hoping it didn't come from a musk rat. But yeah. So anyway, I was just wondering. So yeah, some people like that. And that's at Crystal Gardens when?
Oh, March 4th. Plenty of time
Oh,
for that one. We
man.
got two female fundraisers to stock up some money on before
Female
we get.
fundraiser?
Yeah, the Fab thing.
Oh, absolutely. And
Female
before that
alumni
occurs.
athletic boosters.
Absolutely.
So don't forget trivia night, and then we're gonna bowl. And there'll
Absolutely.
be baskets. It's all about showing up and spending your money. Show up, spend your money, and then you get yourself a nice.
If you guys go to trivia night, we might go.
You're in.
All right.
You're in.
All right, but of course I need the help, so but I know that you're kind enough to do so.
That
All
is
right, cool.
correct.
So this week, the 28th, which will be tomorrow, where's our girls playing? Our girls aren't playing.
No,
You
they
see
are
it?
not. I see that. Yeah.
Oh, that's the boys. Sorry, that's the boys. Our girls are playing.
Down here Friday.
Friday. They're going to be at Southgate. And I'll tell you what, I really like what I
they're
see.
going to be home.
Oh, they're home. I
Okay,
forgot it.
so they're
Home's on the
playing
left.
Friday, then they're playing
Friday at home.
Wednesday.
At 6
They're
o'clock.
away at Taylor.
And then they're away at Taylor. And I like that. I'm telling you, these girls are starting to put it together. They got a real aggressive guard. I just got to say this again. Her name's Atwater Boyd. Her name is Chantonay. I'm not sure the first name. I do not mean to misspell it. She's a junior. I'll tell you what, that girl is aggressive. She is tough. She's a ball hawk, and I think she's great. Besides Samantha Smith, she is just an absolute stud.
The boys play on 2-4.
So February 4th?
Yes, they're playing Taylor, and then on 127 they're playing Trenton. 2-4 they're playing Taylor.
At Trenton or home?
Looks like they're home both days.
Fantastic. Come on,
So
crowds.
the game you were the color man for, because
Break out.
you know a lot about basketball, having coached it. I haven't caught it yet, but I really think that's a good fit for you. And I wasn't even there, and I'm sure you were talking. I'm sure you had a good time.
Well, I got to
Did you
tell
have a good time?
I had a wonderful time. I think Joel is a good feeder. He does I do the color commentary, and he does the actual announcing of the players and their numbers and playing and who.
That's the hardest part.
Oh,
Knowing
absolutely,
when
it's the hardest part.
When Julia touches the ball, or Tana touches the ball, you got to know that that's Tana and that's Julia.
Correct.
You can't. You're right. You can't say that. You know.
Correct.
So that's the hardest part.
Correct.
Unless
So he stays sober.
He studies.
He studies. Right.
Studies ahead of the game. You just show up and talk.
I just show up. Yeah, that's right.
Probably 5 minutes before the game
I'm
started.
the Don
too.
Meredith of the show.
Probably 5 minutes before the game started too.
But no, in all honesty, I really think just Coach Jerry McCoo's first year, I would love to get him on the show. I don't know how to go about that, but I would love to. He's very busy right now. But after the end of the season, I would love to get him on the show because he, I think, is going to very help this program. Definitely going to help this Samantha Smith, and he's going to help this young lady at Water Boyd.
Glad to hear it. So, big week this week. I mean, we're a day removed from the helicopter crash, tragic event.
It's been everywhere, so I guess it's here now.
Yeah, I don't know what I worked today. I don't know the update. Yesterday I was following. I've heard a lot of hearsay and stuff. I mean, at first they were reporting it was 5 of his kids or 4 of his kids, which isn't true. It's just him and his kid, but another kid that was on the plane, helicopter. Tragic. I mean, how does the league handle it? How does anyone handle it? Everybody grieves differently. Unfortunately, the whole city of LA is grieving. You know, the whole state of California is grieving. You know, the world's probably grieving at some point. It's an unfortunate event. He was 41. I mean, you should never have to bury your children.
No.
You know.
But I want to take it a little bit different angle. One of the things I find in today's society is you have people grieving for somebody they don't know and have only read about. And I find that I saw people crying, and this young girl, she's 19 years old, and she was saying how Kobe gave us everything. He had 20 years he gave us here, and this, and she's crying. Kobe never did anything for her in her life other than he was a figure. That's the only
Everybody
thing.
grieves differently.
Well, I know, but it's a social world. And now I'm bringing myself up to the other thing I wanted to say. Unfortunately, in our social world, his helicopter went down, and they're already naming names, and even the sheriff or whoever it was for the police department there said, please, do not start speculating on who was there. We haven't even had time to inform the families.
Correct. That was
who was on there, and already on social media, TMZ or whatever,
Yep.
they're naming. And could you
And that's
imagine turning on the TV and finding out your wife just passed away?
That was that's the unfortunate part of the
our society.
the now society that we live in. They did start releasing names after the families were contacted, but they also were intercepting Facebook and text messages that were saying in that general neighborhood area, so they knew. That's how they found out.
Oh yeah.
Because you have to be first to report it. Because if you're first to report it, then you're the king.
Correct.
And that's the unfortunate part of our society.
Correct, and I found that very, very disappointing. But that's what I was getting. What I was leading to is the fact that that's a
It's
problem.
an unfortunate event. There's no way to
extremely
rephrase that.
unfortunate.
There's no way to rephrase that. It's an unfortunate
Now
event.
to the serious stuff.
Super Bowl week.
Well,
We're
first
going to
off,
talk a
who do
little
you like?
football at the end.
Who do you like first off?
Well, let me see. We got prop bets.
Oh, there's only two. No, there's only 2 teams.
I know.
Okay, well, who do you like out of Kansas City?
Is it a 1-point game?
Yeah, it's an even up, baby.
Oh,
One's
well,
an
let's
offense,
see.
one's a defense.
Having little experience at all of this, I'm not the professional wagerer that
Are you kidding
some
me?
are.
Who
I will
is?
say that I like if they can run. If San Fran runs the ball and a quarterback only throws 8 times, they're gonna win. But I have a funny feeling that the Kansas City defense is going to put a stop to that. That the Green Bay defense was quite the. How much money did you lose on your Packers? Or you don't bet football? I forgot.
I lost my hair.
They weren't able to tackle. I have a feeling in the Super Bowl they will tackle a
Well,
little
those
better.
runners ran through holes that you could drive a truck through. So.
Yes, they did.
Okay, but getting back to it.
I would say.
So,
I would say I'd pick San Fran. I say I would flip that. I would pick
They're sending out
because of
their-
their running game.
they're sending out their runner. Look, he's here to give us some bad news.
Yeah, we got a couple of minutes left.
But anyway,
go.
so my
Start talking football and they're kicking us off.
my guess. I'm going with anybody that. Listen, I'll back up. No, I won't. But anyway, I think San Francisco is going to win, and here's why I think this.
Well, quickly, because I want your opinion on some things.
Okay, I think
Why
it's
do you
because
think
of
they're
their
gonna win?
defense. I think in championship games, defense wins, but
Okay.
not always true. LSU beat Clemson.
Okay. Over
All right.
or under 55?
I'm going under because
Okay.
if Frisco's
Don't
going to
talk.
win, it's going
Don't
to be
talk.
under.
Heads or tails? Coin toss.
Tails.
Tails? Okay.
I don't have the head for that. So
First
I'll go with
penalty of
tails.
the game, Kansas City or San Francisco?
First what?
Penalty of the game.
Kansas City.
Okay. They're paying less, so they must get more penalties. Total quarterback sacks by both teams.
It's 3 is the over and under.
No,
correct?
5 is the over-under.
Oh, for both teams, I'm
Totals.
going over because I think they're going to get Mahomes.
But if they're not behind the line, it's not a sack.
That is correct. If you done runs out of bounds, it's not a sack.
I like some of these. These are great, man. First pass by Mahomes will be complete or incomplete.
Incomplete.
That pays better.
He's going deep.
Team to score first, Kansas City or San Francisco.
Frisco.
Longest field goal made, over 48 yards, under.
Ooh, I'm going under.
Under. Okay. Shortest field goal made, over 27, under 27.
Ooh, under.
You'd have to be right on the goal line to be under 27. Really,
How about the MVP?
I didn't get there yet. Longest touchdown of the game, over 48 yards, under 48 yards.
Oh, we got the local sports wrap up.
I know, we're going to keep talking through this whole thing.
gmail.com.
Don't forget to contact us. We're on YouTube. Don't forget to find us.
We'd
First
like
score
to-
of the game will be a touchdown or it won't be a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Okay, I like it. I like it. First touchdown of the game will be passing or any other.
Any other?
Okay, you like a rushing. Total interceptions by both teams. 2, over or under?
Over.
Over, really?
A defense.
First turnover of the game will be an interception.
Interception.
Or a fumble.
Interception.
Ah, interesting. He'll roll us out. Don't worry. Let's see.
Okay.
What will happen first? A score or a punt?
Punt.
Ah, that's the low odds.
Pays
Okay.
lower, but
It does pay lower.
Right. But that's because it's going to happen.
Distance of Mahomes' first pass.
We're getting our wrap up.
Yeah, I know. They're going to roll
Okay.
us out. That's okay.
All right,
Distance
you can
of
just take it
Mahomes' first pass.
Incomplete.
Over 16 or under 16?
Over. He's going deep.
He's going deep? Okay. Total third down conversions by KC. Over 6 or under 6?
Over.
All right. I like it. MVP.
I think the MVP is going to be Bradshaw Elby.
Who's that?
That's
That was somebody you just read.
somebody has red on the
Just keep
camera.
talking. They're going to roll us out.
All right. Who's the next one?
MVP.
MVP Kittle, the tight end.
Oh, okay.
I'm San Francisco all the way.